Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Listen in, we've got an update on the Loop 108 bridge, and we're going to talk a little bit about how long it's taken and when it's going to be open. Listen in. So as everyone knows, the end of February, first week of March, the Loop 108 bridge was closed down to through traffic, and they started to dismantle it, and everything seemed like it was moving along pretty good until July. And in July we did have Burl, and when I spoke with TxDOT about a month and a half ago, they said, David, we've just checked, it's 2 weeks behind because of Burl, but it should be open the end of October. And so, I live down there, and that's a major thoroughfare for everyone. And, if Frenchtown Road floods, our only way out of Port Bolivar is through over the 108 bridge and then around Loop 108. And so, I started getting questioning from some of the local people about if I'd heard anything on the bridge, because they hadn't been there in 5 days and then 10 days and then 15 days. And so I made an inquiry to TxDOT real quick in August, the end of August. Sorry about that. And they said that's when they told me, well, we're a couple weeks behind and it'll be the end of October. Well, I started getting questioning from some of the local residents in Port Bolivar. And so I made another inquiry, and they said, well, they're actually going to pour concrete tomorrow. And that's what you're looking at now, the concrete on the top, and then I believe a little bit later they poured the approach on each end. But then all of a sudden, work stopped. And it stopped for 10 days, and 15 days, and 20 days. And I can tell you, as of this recording, they'd gone over 45 days without really doing anything, or they'd been off the project for a total of 45 days since Burl. And so I inquired again, and it seems like they had trouble with the subcontractor. Now, I was out there took these shots on the 28th, and then was actually out there on the 30th, and I ran into a TxDOT I believe an inspector or someone, and I said, hey, where do we stand on these this bridge being back open? And he looked at me a little bit, and he said the end of November. I feel confident that we can get this open the end of November. And he said, actually, the people out there today, and whenever I recorded this show on the 30th, there were actually people working on the bridge, and he said that's actually the contractor. The subcontractor is the one they had the trouble with not showing up and completing the job, and so the contractor's out here until he can find another sub to come out and finish it. And so I'm happy to say when I was out there on the 30th of October, they were working on it. These shots are the most recent, and so you can see what they have to do. They have some more concrete work to do, some cleanup to do, a little bit of everything. And so they've got a tough road ahead of them to get this done by the 30th. But talking to the gentleman from TxDOT, he said, David, I feel pretty confident, and that's what Danny Perez had said, probably the end of November, 1st of December. And so we're going to keep an eye on it. We're actually going to watch and make sure people are out there working on it, because this is somewhat of a lifeline to Port Bolivar. If, like I said, if Frenchtown Road floods, and it does flood somewhat, and there was an accident on Loop 108, we wouldn't have a way out of Port Bolivar. And so we're going to keep up with this, keep you posted. TxDOT has been generous in responding to any inquiries I've had, and so I want to thank them for that. I want to thank the contractor for coming out and stepping in when the sub didn't show up, and thank everyone involved with it. But let's get this bridge open because, one, it's a awesome flounder hole there and great fishing along there. In fact, a lot of people use it day and night to fish around the bridge and then along the rocks there. And so that it's open and ready to use, hopefully by the end of November. And like I said, we're going to keep up on this and let you know exactly what's going on in the Loop 108 bridge saga. When will it open? And we're going to let you know. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the show, and I can tell you we're going to keep tabs on this project to make sure it is open. And if it's not open, we're going to be able to tell you how many days they didn't work on it, which would help and alleviate the problem. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.